Hello people, Suffolk Sport Glide rider here. Please remember, in all my videos I'm not a professional filmmaker or videographer. In this video it's just a highly edited video to show a poker run recently went on, raised money for charity as we all know, and we had snow and sleet and all sorts of rubbish. So a quick video on some of the weather and talking about cleaning the bike properly after. Well, when I went and got the bike out of the garage this morning, I thought it was going to be a cold one. My thermometer outside said it was actually 2 degrees Celsius. So once you start motoring along a little bit, with the wind chill factor going over the body, it's really cold. It's well below zero. So yeah, put the jeans on, put the Cordura padded over trousers over that, 2 t-shirts, leather jacket, scarf. So I wrapped up really well. So I wouldn't get too cold. But obviously the snow and sleet that then did come just wasn't forecast. So a real pain in the bum, but yeah, we plodded along. As you can see by the sky, yes, there's a few clouds up there, but there's blue sky behind that and the sun's poking through, as you'll see several times through this video. There was nice sun up there, but you'll see later on some of the very dark black clouds coming over, and they all seem to be where we're heading. Sod's law that is, but there we go. As I said in the introduction, this video is heavily edited to cut out all the boring bits, especially just the long main roads that we're on. We don't need to see all that. So for anyone out there that doesn't know what a poker run is, you're collecting playing cards to get you a 5-card poker hand. So you get 1 card at the start point, which in this case was Newmarket Harley, and you get your last card at Norwich. So in between time you've got 3 stops where you pick up 3 more playing cards. So you pay your entrance fee, collect your cards, and at the end of the day the winning hand gets a prize and the rest goes into charity. It's not open just to Harley riders, anyone can take part in these if you find out where your local ones are, if you're interested in doing it. Good way of raising a bit of money for charity and getting out, meeting new people, and when the weather's nice, a barbecue at the end of it. When you pay your money at the beginning and get your first card, you'll get given instructions of where all the other stops are to get to, including the postcode or zip code for your sat navs. You can go it alone, you don't have to go in a group. We just happen to go with friends and friends of friends, and we've ended up with a group of 10 of us, but decided who's leading, so the one guy leading will put it into his sat nav and the rest of us will just follow along. And as you can see, you can just see on the camera it's already starting to snow a little bit, so things can only get better. See, looks like nice blue sky up ahead with the sun coming through. Then look to the right hand side of the screen. That's a nasty old cloud, and that's already making contact with the ground by the looks of it, with the snow or rain coming down. Not nice. So where we started off on nice dry roads, the roads are from damp to wet now. It's damp in a couple of places, other places are quite wet. Most annoying. Yep, it's definitely a sky of two halves today. Glorious sunshine 1 minute, and as you see over on the left, more black horrible clouds. And it looks like we're heading right into it. Wonderful. So here we are at second stop, and as we're now going slow, or as we've now stopped, you can see that it is snowing. It's not heavy snow, but it's just so annoying really. Hope for a nice sunny day, although it was cold, but doesn't look like we're going to get it. Well, no point in hanging about when the weather's like this. May as well crack on and get on to the next stop, where we can actually have a coffee at the next one. So let's keep going, have a coffee. So, had a chat with our leader when we got to the next stop, and he said he'd programmed the sat nav for fastest route. But looking at these roads we're going on now, I think you pressed the wrong button and it was for shortest route. Hence we're almost going across the fields. Quite nice, but not when it gets too wet and muddy. As you can clearly see now, the roads are quite wet, and so on these small country roads there will be a lot of mud about, where the old farm tractors have been around and people trying to pass are dragging down the edges as well. So not the best road to be on in the wet. Then here we are again, glorious sunshine, dry road, enough to make your head go wobbly. And here we go, once more into the abyss of darkness, gloom and doom. Yeah, a little bit of hailstones now, and they really sting if you've got an open face helmet, or if you have to put your visor up. Did have to put my visor up because I couldn't see for a few seconds, so wiped that and soon put it back down again. Not nice at all. There you go, British weather for you. And just 10 minutes later, dry road, sunshine, and here we are at stop number 3. So time for a wee and a tea, or coffee. So a quick stop for a wee and a tea, and we decided let's crack on and try and get all the way to Norwich without any more snow, although there is some on the horizon there, but let's crack on while it's a little bit drier. Just on the outskirts of Norwich now, and you can see here the roads have been wet and they've got damp patches but drying up, so it's very sporadic, these showers today. Once again on the right there's a big black cloud over on the right. And lo and behold, just as we're arriving at Norwich Harley, lo and behold, it's starting to snow again. Not the best weather for barbecues. It's supposed to be all sunshine and t-shirts, but not in England. Okay people, so yeah, nice little run out, poker run, collecting money for charity, etc. As you see, bit of snow on the ride, so in itself the snow wasn't a great, it was bloody annoying, but it wasn't a great problem, it wasn't that heavy. But yeah, it did miss the visor up, missed the camera up a couple of times. Or I say missed the visor up, it actually covered the visor with a thin layer of ice. The problem with it in this country, in the UK, and I'm sure several other countries, when they know there's going to be snow or ice, they come out the night before and they grit the roads, put a mixture of sand down. But it's not just sand, it's salt. Yes, salt is great for melting ice, but it's also great for bloody corroding metalwork and making bits rusty, and your bolts and everything else go rusty. So when I got home from that ride, yeah, the bike was almost like a zebra. There's so many white stripes on it, which was salt. So immediately got the hose out to give it a hose off and get the majority off. Left it to the next day, and then I've come out and I spent 3 hours, 2 hours of which was purely washing and scrubbing every nook and cranny under the frame, every bit you can get to, and hence why the seat is off. So first bit was take the fairing off and the bags off the back, take the seat off, because as I said before, under the, you know, we're not going to take the seat off that often. But under the seat you have got your monoshock suspension and everything, so it's, you can't help but get dirt and wet off the road coming up there. And it's fine when it, you know, when I've done the seat, I said we won't take that off too often, which is fine for ordinary road dirt. When you've got salt and everything coming up there, you can see how many nice naked shiny bits of metal there are. They're all going to go rusty when you leave them covered in salt. Nothing you can do about that, so you've got to be cleaned off, you can't leave it. So hence the fact that the seat is off again. Also on this sort of bike you have to pay particular attention to the wheels. Where you've got naked aluminium there, once again the salt will stick to that and it will corrode that like crazy. Doesn't take much for that to get corroded, so it's important to keep it washed and polished. So yes, the bike has had a really good wash and polish, polished, waxed, everything else. Ready for Monday, which will be Easter Monday, and we're doing an Easter egg run up to a children's home. So yeah, nice to keep it nice and shiny, and let's hope that we don't get any more snow. But the forecast for this weekend is dry and sunny, so fingers crossed. So I don't want to have to spend another 3 hours scrubbing salt off. I mean, that is the reason for laying her up for the winter, knowing that they would be out there salting the roads. Don't like salty roads, it's bad. It's bad enough in the car, but on the motorbike, you know, there's it's not good at all. Not when you want to look after it. Well, thanks for watching, people. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care, ride safely, catch you soon. Bye for now.